Welcome back to Glider Gaming. Playing some more Thea 2 today. On the agenda is hitting up some ruins, clearing a spider's lair, increasing our street cred, I guess. I don't know, our reputation, whatever they call it. Here, our faction loyalty with the scavengers. We're at 13, still neutral. We'd like to get them up a little higher so that we can get them to try to help us take out a gang of bandits. And then completing some quests over here. I don't really remember what this quest is, so let's see if we can figure that out real quick. It's not showing the quests right now, so that's kind of annoying. But I re-outfitted our people, kind of looked at their maximum abilities and tried to make sure they're all using the proper weapon. I'd say like one of the biggest changes I made was on myself. I was using this sickle right here that is a mysticism or a destiny and a wisdom, and her wisdom and destiny blow mine out of the water, so she's gonna become even more powerful. If you look here, mine are really actually quite low, so I gave myself a perception weapon to really increase my ability to do damage. We'll see how that compares to my really fast throwing daggers and see if it was worth it. If not, I can always give myself a magic wand to have some more abilities in other types of combats. If we look over here, my flying daggers here are the incredibly fast thing we use. That's 19 perception damage, so we probably will still be using that. My brute force is not terribly great, but here's my outmaneuver skill. That's what we use in yellow things. And then I'm just not that great in magic things. Sneak attack is pretty awesome damage-wise. It's the slower one. 1.3, that was like a 20 damage or something. So that was the biggest change I made. Everybody's healed up and everything, so let's go into this spider's lair. We find the nesting ground of creatures roaming the land. So we're just gonna try to auto-resolve that and got a perfect outcome, so we're not gonna fight that ourselves. Got some meat. Next turn, we'll head into the scavenger village again and see if they can give us a quest or anything. So, without knowing what quests we're doing, I really don't know what that is, so that's kind of annoying.
You there, what do you want here?
Alright, so ask if we can help. Say we just came to rest and heal, trade, or leave. So let's see what we can help with. You looking to help a fella, Sure, there's always trouble. Ask if something needs killing. You see they're in need of stone, tell them you're willing to give you some of theirs. You have a lot of wood, ask if they need some. There's nothing to do here, so let's offer them some stone. So we need to give them 50 stone. So I know that quartz is pretty high quality stuff. If we could get it to hover long enough. This is a 1.1 essence, a 0.9 essence, a 0.9 essence, and a 0.5 essence. So I guess we'll give them all of our quartz, since this is a much better thing, and we'll give them one of this. Alright. You weird you are, but sure, thanks. We can't give much in return, because we ain't as odd as you, but here, have what we can spare. We got some scaled robes for some shielding, nice and light. Then we got some masterwork scale robes, and that's even better shielding. Some veggies and some fur leather. So that's cool. And now we're up to 16 on their loyalty. And I think we'll just double back around to them because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time just turn after turn after turn interacting with them. That's a human group. That's Slavian, so it's not scavengers. We can still interact with them and see if we can help them in some way, but as far as gathering goes, I don't really want bone or granite, so I'm not going to bother gathering here. Got to level up. Battle Orders is a new ability to increase shielding, but that's a passive ability we'd have to actually use. Whereas I'm starting to feel like we should have been upgrading people's brute forces all along, because when they have no attribute weapon for a particular skill, they're still in our hand, but they just can't do anything. So that, I think, will help immensely to level some of that up. We discover the ruins of an ancient human cemetery, one where burial was clearly the custom. There are gravestones with faded markings, even some larger stone crypts. Let's have a closer look. Near the gravestones that tell the tale of the old days, you find a spot where a single slab of sandstone lies, with some very faint, unreadable markings on it. Something draws your attention towards it. We can investigate that. The placement of the stone and the faded markings look to you like some sort of warding symbols, suggesting that whoever was buried here was an undesirable, but also feared. Were the wards meant to protect whoever lies here, or the other way around? Alas, this is unclear. Okay, we're gonna search it. You there, live one, come here. I need a favor, and you seem the sort to listen. You realize the sound is coming from the stone slab. As you turn towards it, you can see the outlines of a ghostly figure. So we can leave him, attack him, or ask what's up. So let's ask what his problem is. I guess you could call my troubles your typical ghost conundrum. Problems? I am stuck here because some vengeful sod trapped my poor spirit in this place. Leave him to his fate, attack him, try to free him. Agree to smash the gravestone and see if that frees him. Let's try the ritual to free him. Let's go ahead and try it manually. I'd say that magic is probably one of our worst positions to be in. It's been about a week since I've played, so I don't really recall. She does pretty well, though. She goes pretty fast and has good damage. Our rat friend can summon more rats or can just attack. And of course, he does have strength of the swarm. So I don't think if we play him, he actually starts with that level of damage. I think he starts with like 1 and goes up from there. So that'd be like the maximum we could get him to. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on him and figure out what we want to do. She's got pretty strong attack. And then this is, the brute force, where we never upgrade it, and people's attributes and their multipliers are pretty low, so this is where I think we should start upgrading some brute force things. I have poison damage here. It's really slow. It's not terribly impressive. I'd be better off with Hunter's Mark. It doesn't deal any damage, but it slows them and reduces their attributes. She's got brute force we just upgraded, got her a little stronger. And then brute force. So we don't have a lot of heavy hitters here. So I think we'll start by playing Babalugu as a damage sink. And behind Babalugu we can play her to get some damage dealt. Yep, of course they protected their character. So she's a pretty good damage dealer and a damage sink, so we'll use her. And I probably should have played this rat first if I was going to test that, so I think instead we'll probably end up summoning rats. She deals 6 damage. She can only go in the front row though, so I guess we'll play her next. Okay, second copy of that, so we should be able to chew through its damage pretty quick. Although they chose a different skill. So, places the character on the battlefield in melee or ranged rows. Sub-skill effect will activate in fight phase according to the fight keyword. So, I still am not quite clear on these symbols and what it really means. So that might be lower damage but attacks multiple people. But when we hover, it's clearly targeting just the one person. So, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we still have 3 actions, just 2 on this turn though. So we could play down another copy of a heavy hitter, which wouldn't bother me at all. So let's go ahead and do that. Slower and less damage, so we'll definitely use this ability. The next turn we'll summon our rats. We get to summon 2 of them. So they're not really doing a lot of damage, but they will distract people and get attacks. So just a little bit of help there. I'm assuming we're going to go into a second round here, so in the second round I think we'll probably try playing this rat earlier on and seeing if we can get its damage pumped up to 16 or 17. Okay, got that down to 1 hit point. So who's next? Oh, a pretty big hitter, unfortunately. So we're going to waste some damage here, but now everybody's going to start attacking the runes, so that's good. That one's gone, but it's fine. That's what they're there for. Okay, we get to start again and just deal 13. Not quite enough to kill them, unfortunately. But Babalugu will take them out, because he has just enough to do it, so that's great. And then she takes out that one, and then we'll attack probably the rock they didn't play, or maybe the pile of bones or whatever, but yeah, there we go. You break the spirit free of its bonds, and as it is set free, you see an evil glimmer in its eye. Several other wraith-like spirits appear and join the long-lost master. An air of darkness follows the ghost as it disappears, leaving you cursed. Well, one of our characters got cursed, but a permanent wisdom boost. We got some experience points and some research, so not great. Probably could have anticipated that outcome and done something else, but, you know, there you have it. I think we'll head right down here so we can collect some foodstuffs. Got another ruin down here even. I think more ruins spawn every so many turns because we definitely cleared this area out. Alright, so we're going to grab silver. Won't quite be able to do it, so we'll probably wait 2 turns. Get as much fish as we can get. Come down to our cooking recipes. We have some meat, but no berries. We do have fish already, so we'll have somebody grill some fish. What other recipes could we make? Well, we don't have anything but herbs, and we're going to use up those herbs pretty fast. We do, however, have a lot of vegetables, so we can make pickles. Come on, veg. I don't know if pickles was already... Yeah, it was already on there. Alright, any point in researching anything? I should have looked at research first to see if we could really get that, but, you know, our best researcher, I think, is 100, so we're definitely not getting 400 for 2 turns. So, I think we'll... do we have enough herbs to do a ritual? No, we don't. We need stone or herbs. We don't have enough of either, so we'll just have to play that by ear, see what we can do to help him out later. We're going to stay here for 2 turns, though. 2 sets of Slavs. You discover the ruins of an ancient human cemetery, one where burial was clearly the custom. There are gravestones with faded markings and even some larger stone crypts. You enter the graveyard. Here you feel the presence of otherworldly beings lingering in the dark corners, but they do not react to you in any way. We'll just search. The cemetery looks to have been looted many times before. There's some rubble and dirt. You also notice a creature burrowing under one of the gravestones. Let's identify that creature. These are unliving vermin. So we can lure them away with a bit of food and blood, then loot the grave they were digging, or we can kill them. Oh, it's a lot of them. But we can get a perfect outcome, so. Mushrooms, leather, bones. Ooh, shadow bones, and a lot of them. Amber, a masterwork amber artifact, and an iron sword. So we have a research point that we unlocked from that, and a bunch of level ups. Scorpion Core is our crafter, and can get a double bonus to intelligence for crafting. He's our healer here. So this new ability can hurry up one of our units, or we can give him brute force. We have lots of abilities that hurry us up or slow them down, so I think the brute force is actually going to be better. This is our rat friend. He's kind of a pretty good researcher, or she actually is a pretty good researcher. So more mysticism will up research. I think that's probably the play. And then this is our warrior, so double strength sounds just fine. We made a bunch of food and we caught some fish. We're going to pass the turn on that note. Collect the rest of that silver. And then we'll break camp. Looks like we have a snowstorm going on.
Well met, friends.
Now that Zbigniew is no longer troubling you or us, we can welcome you properly.
Oh, this is that village from an earlier quest. So we can offer to help, say we came to rest, ask if we can visit the kennels. Not familiar with that one. Trade, leave, visit the tavern, visit the food trader. So let's visit the kennels. Sure, go right ahead. We have some pups for you to buy, or we may have something more exotic. It's a one-off for helping us. We can buy another spider or a cat. Interesting. So we already have spiders and cats, but let's see what kind of price they ask. Just 20? So it must not be a very high level one. And they're only offering one value on any given thing. So let's just go ahead and buy it off sandstone. I have 0 desire to own sandstone. So it's a pretty low level one, but it's cool. All these spiders helping us out. Alright, so there's just like a reoccurring place we can visit if we want. We're gonna have to go around, though. They won't let us walk through the village. So we can spend 2 more turns gathering another set of silver. And I wanna gather, yeah, 2 sets of this each turn would be better. And then this will still take 2 turns. And we might as well grab some iron while we're here. So, let's see, I don't know if these guys are going to interact with us. We can interact with them, and they'll give us quests. But it looks like they're not very interested in that, so we'll break camp. We'll head down here. Ooh, the ruins of a town. It was torn asunder, so we'll search carefully. So we usually search this place, but let's follow the tracks this time. Follow the tracks and find a group of folks, their eyes empty of light, their limbs slack, yet not slow. They stare at you and walk away, but a group of light wisps shoots your way. So let's just do a combat, since it's easier. And we all got some spiritual blessings. Oh, and some woods. Dark wood and elven wood and a skilled leather. 1 is not going to be enough to do anything exciting, but it's nice to have. Okay. So now we're going to head over here to do these 2 quests. So it'd be probably the logbook. So these are ones we've already finished. There we go. Now it's showing them. So that's the Lightbringer's one. That's okay. So okay, yeah, we figured that out. That's that one village that had the bad chosen one there. All right, so we can throw down a camp and gather some more amber, which I think would be fine, because if we get enough amber, we will in fact be able to perform a ritual. We only get 5 at a time, but I mean, we're collecting double, so that's a little bit more. Oh, a witch walks over. Ask for a professional discount, as you only need the facilities and some supplies, and you can manage the rest. So we can pay for 1 curse to be removed. It costs 30, and once again, they're only offering 1 value on any given thing. So we'll give that up. We'll give all of our clay up. Now 8 of something else that's really worthless, like bone. There. Now we don't have to worry about taking care of that ourselves. And we got an experience here. Ooh, we can make the rats we summon better. So even though I was extolling the virtues of brute force, upgrading this ability seems pretty awesome. So we're definitely going to do that. Break camp, and we'll head over. Ooh, we can move really far, which is actually a little disappointing because I wanted to gather some coal, but that's fine. We'll just come all the way over here. We have plenty of coal right now, so it's fine. Wow, those Slavians are just all over the map these days. They've been prospering, I suppose. Ooh, caught off guard by a hurricane, we find a cave to shelter in. Let's take cover. As soon as we realize we're not alone, a set of hungry wolves is staring at us, and more are sleeping inside. Perfect outcome. Wonderful. We just leave when the storm's over. Okay. More level ups, though. Not for a problem with that. So the Divine Word is one of the abilities that gives her so much power, and it affects self-protection. So another 0.4 modifier, and she's pretty much good in everything except physical. But we have plenty of people that can help with physical, so I'm super happy to increase her Divine Word's power. Milosh can increase his brute force to be more helpful in non-fighting situations, or increase showing off, which is not something I really ever use, because it doesn't deal damage, I don't think, and his intelligence is not terribly high, so he's not getting a ton of value from that skill, so we'll give him brute force. Now we can make it all the way over here and explore this. You see among the low-hanging mist 2 islands on the lake. Most likely, that is where you can access any castle ruins the fish spoke of. Strangely, there's a small boat waiting for you at the shore. It is built of fish scales and has a golden tail. Take the boat to the islands, but be prepared to sing the lullaby to the child spirit, just as the fish warned you. As you approach the islands, you hear the faint yet growing sobbing of a young child, intertwined with an unnatural wailing that chills your bones. So we can just sing the lullaby, or we can sing the lullaby and combine it with our knowledge of spirits to invoke a binding ritual. Got a perfect outcome. Your ritual bound the child spirit and bent it to your will. Its form flickers from that of a young boy of no more than 6 playing happily with a wooden horse alongside a mother to a starving child clenching its stomach beside a barely living woman. And then you see the face of a knight in armor laughing. The reel of emotions and memories plays over and over. We got a leather scroll that can do random blast or hurry up. So that would be pretty cool for somebody with a high mysticism, of which we have at least one. And we got multiple spiritual blessings. Let's go explore the castle ruins. Oh, we could have talked to the ghosts. I didn't even look at that. The entrance looks like old cellar doors or some other utility passage, for it's filled with the remains of caskets, woven baskets, and containers of perishable goods. The contents at first glance preserved in their entirety fall into dust when touched. Go further. Within the castle ruins, most corridors and rooms are submerged and buried in mud. There is a path still intact and miraculously dry. We'll go down that path. A piece of parchment, wet to the touch, reacts from the lock mechanism with a space at the bottom and a quill for you to write with. Apparently you're meant to answer a riddle that it poses. My home is not quiet, but I am not loud. The Lord has meant us to journey together. I am faster than he, and sometimes stronger. But he keeps on going for longer. Sometimes I rest, but he runs on. For as long as I am alive, I live in him. If we part from one another, it is I who will die. Okay, so it could either be a demon of the winds like the Vili. Without its lord, the wind, it cannot thrive. A fish in the river, its lord gives its life and flows continuously. Or a chosen of the gods like myself. So I don't think a chosen of the gods makes sense because of the home being not quiet, but I am loud. Wind is loud, and so is water. Fish is not loud, but a demon probably could be. I'm faster than he and sometimes stronger. I don't really know how that would apply to either of those, but definitely not a chosen of the gods. Sometimes I rest as he runs on. It seems like both of them. For as long as I am alive, I live in him. That really sounds like a fish. So I'm going to go with the fish. The letters on the parchment shift. Well done, laddies. Here be your treasures. Iron and stone to ya. The chest opens. Not very much treasure there. When we leave, the low-hanging fog thickens, and you know you'll not find your way here again. So, kind of sad we didn't speak to the ghosts. That was a missed opportunity. Sorry about that. I'll pay a little bit more attention. I just assumed it was, a standard, like, leave and don't interact with this quest any longer. Oh, we're just shy. It's too bad. Wait, I didn't choose the top one. Still just shy. So, We're not going to stay here 2 nights. Quartz is a very low level item, so I don't care if we have it. I usually use it for trading. Leopold's map leads you to an abandoned house. This is where the Dola, who may give you an invite to the curve game, is supposed to dwell. Demon or wisdom, Dolas are friendly. Go in and call to her. The Dola demon is rare and often goes unseen, for she takes on the shape of common pets. So when you see a black cat staring at you, you suspect it is her. Tell her of the shack you met and the curve game, and that you need to get into it. Ah, that's silliness, yes, I do know of it. But why would I aid you, or that notorious friend of mine, who should not have participated in the first place? House demons playing cruel tricks for fun and gambling? The shame. So we can implore her to aid us, for you may not have any other way than killing the poor shack she calls friend, or say that you really want to help the shack, and this game sounds awful anyway. We'll go with that one. And perfect outcome. Our argument is sound, and it is my nature to help, which I am sure Leopold knew when he sent you here. I shall aid you, because someone should go and sort those fools out. How can we get in? I will briefly grant you my ability to shift form. This way the demons will think you are one of my kind, so all you need is this invitation. It's a bloody human tooth. It will show you an entrance when the time for another game comes, and my enchantment will work when it needs to, no sooner. Thank you, Dola. Okay, so now we're just going to have to wait a bit for that curve game, and we'll explore this side of the island here. Just this tip here that we never did get to explore. We have a little bit of movement that can get us in range of quite a bit of food, but not quite that lovely dryad wood. We're going to camp. We'll gather a green. We'll gather a meat. Now we'll see if we can get double gathering on any of this stuff. So, oh, we need 360 for double that. So that probably won't work. But if we can get to 240... No, that math doesn't work either. We just need 180. Sorry. Apparently I need some more tea this morning to get my brain going. 270... 267. Okay. Well. We might stay for 2 turns, just so we can maximize getting quite a bit of food. I know we have tons of it, but we can't really cook anything from it. Ambushed by crazed scavengers, clearly driven to take more than the usual risk. Let's fight them. Perfect outcome. We got a leather artifact. It's no better than what we're already using. At a 1.2. We have like 1.4 and 1.5s. But we did get man's best friend, which can increase perception. I think I already have a dog. Ooh, you were sent by Leopold, yeah? Say, maybe I pay you, and you kill that annoying person. We both happy, eh? No? Oh, come on, pretty please. He's such a nuisance. Why? Why? He's a stalker, that why. Wants to get into my britches for 100 years now. So I finally tricked that tooth fairy fella to help me be rid of the sod. At least for a time. But then you come along. So you'll consider it for a better reward. So he agreed to set up Leopold. You deaf? Yeah, I did. Now, you kill him. I'll give you my wand. It's a good, I swear. Say, I'll consider it for a better reward. Oh, fine. I have this goblin kid stashed away. I'll bring it to you. Ooh, I actually have to kill Leopold now. I thought maybe I could back out of it, but we do get a child. All right. Well, I can have a whole goblin party soon. So I want to know what his master healing is set off of. Doesn't really say, does it? I don't see any actual attribute that this is centered on. Okay. So being that there's no actual ability that's settled on, we currently have him with a weapon that needs mysticism, not mysticism, destiny and wisdom. So that requires perception. So destiny, wisdom, intelligence. So yeah, he's using a weapon for destiny, so we'll just take that. You are a crafts person. No, you're a gatherer. Yeah, you have gatherer's aid. That's an ability. Let's see here. Brute force, yeah. Master gatherer. So I don't really need you crafting. So I'm not going to give you that. But I also really don't need poison throwing daggers. Well, your poison throwing daggers are really fast. So is the other fella. But they just focus on abilities that aren't very good for you. So I guess craftsman you are now. And then you. You are a craftsperson. You're using a weapon that focuses on wisdom and destiny. So I guess we'll give you destiny as well. Alright, we got the food. We're going to wait one more turn. Oh, we catch Leovold attempting to smear poo on our clothes. Tell him what the Hucklick said. What? Why would she? She? Did she say she was a he? She likes playing like that. Doesn't matter to me. Why would she say so? We've been best friends for a century. I mean, sure, I think she is a swell Hucklick, but I never. Tell him this is none of your business, but you'd rather not kill anyone, so he'd best sort it out. Just please, go win the game, I swear. I'll deal with Fricks myself. Alright. We're gonna break camp. We're gonna head up here a bit. We're gonna fight something, because it's in the way. Oh. We fell into some quicksand. Ooh, a permanent perception booth. That's nice. And then we get to scout or search. Well, when we don't scout, we tend to end up in undead breath. And look at that. We use tactics. Got some physical blessings, some mental blessings. Got a quartz hatchet with a 2.1 strength boost. That may be one of the best weapons we have for physical now. And we still get to search. Ooh, and find a nice shield. Gives us shields up ability, including permanent shielding. Not too shabby. It's, I don't normally like to do equipping stuff because I find it a little boring for myself, so I imagine you also find it a little boring. But, yeah, like, look at this stone mallet at 1.6. This one here is at 2.1. This fellow will deal insane amounts of damage with this, 21. And then he can hold a shield as well. So then that begs the question, do we want Babalugu using that hammer? Babalugu's strength is somewhat less, but 1.3 damage compared to 1.6. But it looks like maybe he's overweight. He can't even use the hammer. So he'd be at 485. Oh, yeah, really overweight. You have to ditch like this and probably still wouldn't? Okay, yeah, he can. So I don't really use him for crafting anyhow. Okay, so this one relies on mysticism. This person can't hold weapons, so we're looking for somebody with a really nice high mysticism. Besides her. 11. So that would be a much better weapon than this perception bow. Although that perception bow is pretty good. And you already have a weapon that's relying on skills that you have very high. So yeah, let's give this scroll to you. And then, can anybody hold a shield? Nope, nobody with an open hand can actually hold a shield. So maybe this shield is better. Gives the same shields up ability. And increases shielding in all scenarios rather than just physical. We also have a spider and a dog. I have a dog with a 3-1, and this dog is a 3-1. But anybody else using a perception weapon could benefit from a dog. I think I might be the only one right now. Yep, pretty much. But we'll give you a spider, just in case you're in a scenario where you can't really use anything else. And then we'll have a quick look at armors. Those are all pretty heavy. I'm looking for lightweight armors to switch out. Here we go. So Scorpion Core is not wearing much of an armor. So this one is way better for Scorpion Core. And then you're wearing a pretty lightweight armor. These are the same, but this one's way better than the one you got. This is also very lightweight. Oh, yours does some stuff. Gives shielding in all forms. So yeah, you've got a better armor on. Alright, so that was a quick update to what we're using. Alright. We have 3 movement left. I'd like to be near this dryadwood when we finish. We're gonna stock these folks. Got a little bit of meat. And then we can't move to the dryadwood, but we're already in a spot where we can collect it. We can actually collect everything. So let's get to gathering. Alright. Dried wood, I'd say, is the most important thing. We can get that in 1 turn, so that's awesome. You can almost get the meat by yourself, so a little bit of help takes care of that. Toss you on grain. Oh, still 1 shy. That's annoying. So what if we do 109 and then 69? I think that's too short. Yep. Okay, well, we can't really do anything with that. I mean, I guess we can. We can go into equipment. We can give Scorpion Core this gathering tool. Since we're not having Scorpion Core craft anything. So now, these 2 will collect enough. Okay. Right, you can go on fruit. You guys can go on wood. And I think we'll stay for 2 turns and just gather everything up. It's nighttime anyway, so we can't see very well. An unusual group of travelers, a huge spider queen who's sitting atop a wagon, several smaller spiders rushing around her, a few bees, a zerka, and a human warrior. They're having a heated discussion that halts when they see you. They draw weapons and stand by. Hold, who goes there? Tell them we're just passing by and ask if they need assistance. They cover the wagon, but you spot a lot of blood bones stashed away. They look at each other, and the zerka speaks. You are not one of us. We do not wish for your help. Leave us be. Let's convince them to let us help. So this is a solid challenge, so any damage we take will give a permanent, or not a permanent, but it will debuff our sanity, so we'll have to be careful of that. But I'm feeling pretty confident with these high damage dealing people in our party, including myself. Let's kind of reevaluate here. It's pretty fast. We'll stun. Regular damage. Oh, it is regular damage. That's awesome. Increases the affected target's delay, causing attack later. So that's great. So 11 is a little faster, or 15 is a little slower. We can keep that in mind. Yeah, this one, 22, is slower than her 25 ability. Sorry, I don't actually necessarily want to use that. 14, and it's the fastest we can do. 25, wonderful. And then 17 damage, that's also showing off. So I'm going to play this because with Swarm of the Horde, he's just going to go up and up and up on damage. Okay, he's a little faster. So let's play somebody faster than him, like myself. I'll get in here. And he goes up to 19 damage. That's pretty sweet. Self-protection, so he'll get shielding whenever he acts, and snare. Deals damage to the enemies played onto the battlefield. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, we'll play our Zerka. So now we're up to 20 damage with the rat. Okay, they played a second copy of their Zerka. And someone who only deals 2 damage, but slows us down. So I'm going to keep playing the fastest things I can. Scorpion Core is not that. You are not that. I'm still very fast. Okay, who costs 1 and can slow them in any way, shape, or form? So I want to slow their Zerka once. So I can use Mass Lullaby, but then I really can't get on the battlefield to deal more damage. That's a speed up ability. It's a shielding ability. So it's just me. I'm the only one who can slow. But if I do slow him, we will get to deal 25 damage to him. So I'm going to go ahead and play Babalugu. And put down 14 more damage. So we're getting double damage here from them, which is annoying. Okay, this is their last card. I haven't been counting their points, but they'll probably, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll have enough to play a second copy of a card, probably to block this Zerka from taking damage. We have only enough for me to slow down their Zerka. Ooh, it also seemed to have bounced over and slowed them down a little bit more. Oh, but it didn't really slow down the Zerka enough. So that's too bad. It's okay, though. We're going to take a little bit of sanity damage, but I think we're going to be just fine. Wow. His ability to recover shields is way better than hers. So that's neat for him. But we are going to just beat him up. Oh, wow. That was a nice spread. So in the next round, they just have the Zerka, and that's the last card they have. So, boom, there we go. We took like 2 or 3 sanity damage to 1 or 2 people. Yeah, okay, 10 sanity damage, but she's still quite sane. Well, I suppose we can share. We were forced out of our nest by humans who took offense at our beliefs. We worshipped a lady, Divana, but we see her best reflected as the Spider Queen. The Slavians felt we were disrespectful. They took our home and burned the young as if they were mere beasts. If you truly wish to aid us, reclaim our nest. It is rich in blood bones, collected over many years. You can harvest them if you like. I'm down with that. So we can ask if they're part of the Stingers faction. I like that. Yes, but only in the same way that you are a Slavian. We share some beliefs and are kin, but are not precisely the same. So we're going to agree. Well, you surprised me, thank you. I will mark the spot where our nest lies. Please hurry before they destroy all we have worked so hard for. We'll do our best. Ooh, human warrior material, which is strange since we didn't kill anyone. We just had verbal combat. And lots of level ups. Wow. Okay. I definitely want perception whenever possible. I do amazing things with perception. You get to level something up. I don't like your throwing daggers, so I'd much rather you have luck. Right. You are a gatherer, so more gathering is always going to be what I choose, even though I've been telling you how great brute force is. This will help with your research, so that's fine. And then you are a warrior. I really don't see a lot of value in having perception. It affects luck, gathering, and health. Base value 4. Bonuses and losses 0. Multiplier, so final value is 4. How does that really... Okay, perception affects your gathering. This is neat. I didn't realize that you could hover over this and find out exactly what goes into it. Perception affects your luck. Yeah, I don't see any value in you having perception, so I'm going to give you the lower boost to strength. We got stuff. I think I wanted to wait 2 turns. I've forgotten because of all that activity. Alright, so let's break camp. And I imagine that we are going to lose some faction loyalty with our friends, the Slavians, for what we're going to do. Those look like lightbringers, I think. Yeah, light demons. Level 3. Should probably take them out. We've been ignoring other light demons, but it's probably not the best idea. Okay, we still have movement, so we're going to come up here. Whoa, everything's up here. We find the cave of the spider cult's nests. They are indeed Slavian guards posted. Tell them the gods are not happy with their treatment of the spider cult, Zerka. They do revere the lady Divana after all. I kind of like that. Okay, so we'll resolve manually. Alright, we got our spider friend again. Moves pretty fast. And this is a very small battlefield, so they're not going to have the ability to spread out really wide. So, not a ton of damage on either one of these people. Let's get our Zerka out. She's pretty fast. Okay, now I currently have a 7.7. So I could play myself, or I could play somebody else. I think I'll play Scorpion Core, since Scorpion Core just deals so much damage. Just because I don't want Scorpion Core to get slower and be lower than these other people. Alright, so now I can play myself at 9.7. And most of these people I don't think we can actually use anymore, because they have to be front row combatants. He can use this, but for only 2 damage, it's not really worth anything to us. You can do 5 damage really slow from the back row, or 4 damage really fast. So I think I'll just pass turn here, and I'll play another copy of myself. They did something to me. They slowed me down. That's annoying. Okay, so we have 1 ability point left. So I guess we might as well use it to get some damage in the back row. 2's not much. Somebody can do better than 2. Yeah, you can do 4. So there we go. We filled up the entire area. Played people every time, got him up to 21 damage. And they didn't even use all the cards they had access to, so this is going to work out pretty well for us. Rat's going to take a chunk out of that feller. Fortunately, that guy does get to attack us for 11 damage. Ooh, wow. That was painful. So everybody's taking a bit of sanity damage, but overall it's not terrible. Right, 1 attack there takes him out. Now we can just start attacking their hand, and I don't think we're gonna have to do another round of playing cards. Yep, 1 card down, another card down. Oh, but only Nailuba ended up taking damage. Oh, yeah, we're sorry, we didn't mean to offend the gods. They pack up and leave, and the spider cult approaches. Thank you. This is truly unexpected. Please harvest as much of the bloodbone in these caves as you wish, and visit us again if you can. Permanent destiny bonus. Nothing wrong with that. And wow, we got a 10 bonus to our Stinger's loyalty. So that's sweet. Alright, we have, what are you, scavengers? Okay, we'll talk to them. And we'll probably interact with one of these light demons here. There's bloodbone just there that we can harvest if we unlock it. We are, of course, out of movement, so we're going to set up a camp. Ooh, not a very good camp. I don't really want to use 2 of our research points on Bloodbone. Let's look at Bloodbone. Where's it at? Bloodbone is a level 2 material. We already have 1 level 2 material. I'd much rather move up to Dragonbone in case we come across that. So I think we'll save our points here. But, I mean, we've already camped, so... Oh! we have to camp. Well, we don't have to, but we've made a camp. We can gather some wood. It's fine. Here, we can even do some cooking. So we have fish and berries. We're out of veg, but we have meat and berries. We can make sandwiches. So let's start with that. Well, let's make some ancient wood. So we'll let you take care of the ancient wood scorpion core. We'll let you cook, and you cook, and you cook. Well, actually, no. We have a research we can likely get done. No, it would take 2 turns. And this is not a good spot to spend 2 turns, so... Okay, we're gonna go back to our first plan. Let's put 2 people on this to get 2 sets of this. Then we'll just put a bunch of people out on food. Okay. This is more of a crafting rest than anything else. Whoa, everybody's moving. A group of folk taken by the Light Scourge approaches you. Lightbringers, as they are now known. They do not speak. They only seek to bring us into their commune with the Light Mind. We'll resolve this manually. Okay. Let's make sure we have the best abilities. So So this is a random target, and it deals 8. It's only one target, so the brute force for her is even better. This will allow us to soak up damage, so we'll leave some spots in the front available for that. She can deal really good damage, but her best ability isn't even highlighted. I can't do much. Yep, that's the best ability you've got, and then you'll probably be using Lullaby. So, alright. Who can attack from the back row? Yeah, you can. You're gonna go in the back row. Okay, Light Squid deals 21 damage, has 89 hit points. My goodness gracious. Good thing we have rats to soak up damage. So, this is less damage, but it's another thing that can be used from the back row. Nobody has amazing hit points for this challenge except the 2 I put in the back row. That's kind of funny. Okay. So, we'll put you in the front row. Probably should have saved that for Spider, but okay. Now I'm going to play another copy of our strongest character. Okay, they're doing 3 copies of the same character, which is fine by me. We're going to create our spider friends. And then we are going to lullaby all of them. Which does drop everyone. No, it doesn't. I thought it did, but it does not. So that's annoying. I should have done... Oh, it did shift them. Oh well, it's a little confusing. Good news is we're just going to beat the tar out of these guys. So I don't think they're going to make it to round 2, even though they have all those hit points. Oh, it's too bad we didn't realize her ability was bad. Could have put her right here. We need to figure out how these abilities work better. Okay, 8 to all of them. We lose another rat. Now in this round, we just get to beat them up. Ooh, did they go first? That's annoying. And they're gonna go again. We have 27 shields, so that's okay. They're not gonna even get through our shielding. Okay, now with our last 2 attacks, they're gonna be gone. So, little sketch here. Her faith is gonna be damaged pretty hard, but we can rest and get it back. We got some iron jewelry that gives hurry up. Oh darn, the lightbringers don't like us. Ugh. These guys, I think we're gonna have a lot of trouble with, so we're gonna fight them. Oh, and we got perfect, so that's great. Darkwood and Shadowbone, lovely. We'll fight again since we did so great with that. Okay, we'll resolve this one manually. So she now has that same ability in this challenge. It's good to know about. So the question is, do we want... Okay, in a physical challenge, he starts at 5, which is way lower than... Or she starts at 5, which is way lower than a yellow challenge. So I don't really want to use the rat. Especially in the front row with this small of an option pool. What I do want to do is put him in the front row with a hammer. Because he will be able to just beat people to a pulp. They're still very strong in a physical challenge, which is a little crazy. This fella gets to move pretty fast now with his hatchet. I want to make sure to lullaby this character down if we have one available. So let's see if anybody has a lullaby ability. We have hurry up, but I want multiple people to go in front of them. Hurry up, hurry up. Shielding. Nothing. Shielding. So I might be using lullaby here as one of my abilities. Alright, but I definitely want to get in there with... Oh, my poison's now faster, or stronger than my other ability. I have a bow. Does the exact same amount of damage, but slower, so... Get in there for 21 damage before it can act. Second copy of that character, that's awesome. am going to use Lullaby before I forget. So now both of our characters will get to go. That's going to be 44 damage. Not quite enough. We really don't know what happens with this boost. It does not tell us well enough. So let's go ahead and boost him up to 26 damage. So not a ton. It's now 47 damage. We only have one thing left. It's the best we can do with that one action. We can either do 8 damage or 2 rats, but we can only actually do 1 rat. I guess we'll do this. I wanted to get all of our characters up in front. Ugh. Oh, that they must have an ability that affects their speed here. If it would. I don't think it's going to let us look at it. And now they're dead. Yeah, that little bird thing must, every time they play a character, move them up in the speed thing. Because they just kept going up and up and up. But we're going to take this out. Minimal damage to one character. I'm not worried about it at all. Okay. Little damage, dried wood, some shadow bone. More research. And a pack of beasts. We'll hunter them down. Some blood bone. Wow, all the encounters this rest. Beetlejuice. And some level ups. Toughen up. 10 max faith, 10 hit points increase. That's pretty good. Oh, up to 16, so it's 6 more. Or their showing off can go up by a factor of 0.4. Not something I'm really going to use, so more hit points sounds great. What weapon do I have using right now? A mysticism weapon, so sounds good. Alright, got some stuff made. Let's go ahead and just look at ourselves. We definitely need to rest. We've got people damaged all across the board. But I don't want to rest here. It's not a good resting point. So we can trade and then cool down. We can recruit a strong spider or do nothing. So we have quite a few spiders, but only one strong one right now. So let's see here. 1,000. Wow. But we do get actual value on our stuff. So like this granite, very heavy. I don't really use much of it. So it has way more value than they're asking for. Let's go with 32 of it. Let's try to get around 700. Okay. Do that. And we'll take clay, which I don't use much. I'll just kind of back this off a little bit. So how much do we need here? Not even 10. Confirm. So we can overtrade by a little, or we can take out one of these and find something worth 20 to give them. Iron's worth 15, so let's give them 1 iron and 1 leather. Perfect. All right, so this one's actually in between. It's not, one of our strong spiders is stronger than this, so it was an incredibly strong spider. This one's just fine. So that was interesting. Oh wow, a lightbringer outpost. So that's why there's so many lightbringers out here. We've gotta take that out. But for now, let's see here. We can move to interact with one of these scavengers. So an armed group of scavengers stands before us. Be cautious but speak. You ain't our enemy, but if you ain't our friends either. Go to our village if you want to make friends. Now move away. Okay. So, on that note, we will camp. And I guess we'll gather sandstone to trade to other people. And then we will come down to crafting and have a look here. We can still make fish. We can still make sandwiches. we can still make ancient wood. Make as much ancient wood as we can, because I'm less concerned about making the food as quickly. I also still don't want to stay here 2 nights in a row, because it's just not that good of a gathering area. Ooh, lots of lightbringers still in the area. Ooh, we have to face this with our spirit. It's not likely gonna go well. So, lightbringers are what took Avak down in the playthroughs I watched. They're just very powerful. They come out fairly early, and they, you know, we can do fine in these challenges, but we're not like crazy amazing. So, we're just gonna rely on these spiders to soak up damage quite a lot, I think. Use that one. Ooh, it's gonna put you in the front line. I'll put you off center. Right in the way of that one. So let's see here. Yeah, speed of the swarm. This character's delay will decrease for each other ally placed on the battlefield after them. So they're slow, but they keep moving up, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so we're gonna need 3 action points to use this twice. We need to keep that in mind. But I do want to also use her twice. Okay, so we're gonna use spiders. And then we're gonna end turn so that next turn we can make even more spiders. And we get 2 of her attacks in. 1 on each, so definitely we'll be taking some damage here. We could have also played a rat, which probably would have been a good idea because the strength of the swarm. Why isn't it letting me choose? I'm confused. Can you only do it once per combat? Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Other plans, other plans. We do lullaby and slow it, this one down. Whoa. These things get to attack everybody? That is nuts. Wow. That is nuts. That's a lot of damage. That is crazy. That's not good. No, no wonder they're so strong. Holy crud. Guess I'll lullaby that. Try to get our people in ASAP. Which one is this, though? Oh, here we go. It's 5th to act, so it's this one. We'll do that. Slow them down so everybody on our team's going before them. Would do anything else of value. Put you down. You deal some damage. Yikes. I'm a little worried about this, folks. So that one's dead, so everything's going at those really powerful squid fellas. I don't really know what that... Is that poison? Just not green poison? It's not gonna let us know, but boom, ouch. And 14 more damage to everyone. That takes out... Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Poison damage. That's crazy. And now we're gonna lose everyone. Everyone is down. That's insane. Now they're just attacking our hand. Wow. I have 2 hit points left. You have no ability to deal damage. We're just gonna forfeit this and run. Like, everybody's faith is just dashed. Wow. Oh no. Scorpion Core, my poor friend. You leave us too soon. More healing. I don't even care what this other one is. More healing, please. New thing for more hit points. Love that. Give you more wisdom. Okay, we've got to get out of here. We cannot chill here. Those things are just too strong. They didn't even let us like try to use a combat form that we were stronger in. We've gotta get back up here and take that out though. Like that's gonna be a big problem in the long run. Okay, we have 2 movement left. We're gonna get down here and make camp. Go and gather up everything. Hold on. Who's good at rituals? Not you two. So yeah, gather this stuff up. You're good at rituals. I'm not. Alright. We're gonna gather a bunch of wood. We're going to come all the way down here and make a ritual. This ritual will recover part of our faith. So, we can use shadow bones. And then we need some sort of food stuffs. We don't have enough herbs. We do have enough fish. So it doesn't really say how good quality I've done here. It takes a lot of wood. Yeah, it doesn't really say any different. I'd rather use 5 bones, I guess. So let's confirm that. Put 2 pretty strong ritualists on that. So they'll do 2 sets of that, except we don't have enough fish for that. So let's add another ritual using bone, and we'll use meat. And we'll put 2 people on that. So we'll do 2 faith healing rituals while we rest. So hopefully nobody else dies. Oh, good. We only have 1 character that can even participate. We're going to forfeit and hope not to die. Okay, we took some damage. Nobody left. 1 level up. We can increase a ghostly axe or increase bite. It goes up by 0.3. This goes up by 0.3 as well, but is useful in more types of challenges and is true damage. So when we face shielded people, that'll be better. Okay, let's look at the party. We really can't stay where we're at. Okay. People have faith now, so that's good. Let's break camp and head further away. We will camp again. Gather good things. I don't want to stay here 2 turns for fear of what may happen to us. So let's keep our good ritualists out again. Okay, you're not a good ritualist. You're good at rituals, you're not. Oh, you're not good at anything though, so you can just stay out. We can drop this down by 23, but nobody in our party is that except you. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's go ahead and create our rituals real fast, so then I really know what I'm working with. Keep going with these bones. We'll do meat again. So we'll do 99 and 28. And I think we'll just leave it at that. I think that'll get us pretty well healed. Okay, that's enough there, but we don't need you. There we go. So then meat and the rat will get us meat. If we can get up to 180, which we can't, that would be nice. But sure, why not? Okay. Alright, the lightbringers did not follow us, so that is great. We're going to look at equipment so we can get a quick cure. Most all of our faith is fully healed, so that's good. Just a few people are a little shy on faith. So what do we want to do? We're in a good spot for collecting, so let's see what we can accomplish here. We can do another ritual. Finish up our faith for sure. I think that's probably the best choice. So we'll deal bones again and meat. Okay, we got a new child. Rejoice. All right. Everyone's faith is back up to snuff. We have a child who has standard average child stats. So, not particularly important what we do with this child outfitting wise. Probably give you a spider so you can help summon things if it's that type of a challenge. And what else could we do here? What abilities do you have? I don't really see any actual abilities on you. You can't wear a ring, you're too small. Somebody else can wear a ring, though. You can't wear those tools. You can wear those tools. Some sort of weapon would probably be helpful. 1.5 on this wand. The wand puts you... Oh, the wand takes up, like, all the weight you could ever have. You only have, like, 20 kilos left. So it pretty much disqualifies you from anything and everything. Hang out with you. Alright. I don't know why I passed turn there. I didn't want to. I wanted to break camp, but okay. Can auto-fight those, and that's fine. Come across a small hamlet and see the folk are out in force proceeding with the hanging of a man. Cries of bandit, scoundrel, and other things fly around aplenty. Let's go have a look. This is Rabisk, a known scoundrel. We caught him stealing our coin. We're not rich folk, and this gold will feed us for months. So now he's going to hang. Ask if they're sure they got the right man. Was he caught red-handed? Aye, red-handed in our cookie jar. And this scar he has on his cheek, this is Rabisk, all right? In fact, the orcs have a bounty on his head, so we'll get some of that too. Another man kicks the speaker in the shins, and others shake their heads at him. He goes quiet, and the crowd returns to hanging. A bounty? In that case, tell him to let you have the man, or you'll kill them all. Let's not do that. Let's just step back and let fate happen. We're a good god. This guy is caught red-handed. We're not going to hurt these villagers to take things from them. That's not very nice. Folk justice takes its course, and the bandit is hanged. His body left as a warning to all who pass here. The dying whisper in the old speech lingers on the man's lips. DB, DB, Kitozis, Rabi. I'm not going to read the rest of that. It refers to some old oak, that whoever cuts it will be rich till death. You hear the trees rustle a faint cry as the bandit dies. Perhaps you can find this oak tree he spoke of, and find his stash. Cool. Might be that up there. We have another research point and a level up. Showing off, which we don't really use, or luck, which sounds fine. Alright, let's break camp. We're gonna go see if we can do something about these lightbringers. Alright, we have one movement left, but I think because of... Whoa. Okay, I thought the game was gonna crash there. So we can't really get closer, so we'll just camp here and collect food. Wow, collect everything. That's a good spot. Actually, I think we will research here. Been looking for a good spot to research, and if they come down, then they come down, and that's fine. I wanted to go after them anyway. All right, 2 turns on research. Want the dryad wood. So I need another 170. So that gets us just over. I'll take grain and meat, but I definitely want to get it happening in 2 turns. So I just need like the smallest bit of help. You need a very small amount of help. Then we can get some wood. So, I haven't really said why I keep gathering wood, but we're gathering so much wood because we're going to be building a raft and going to another island soon. If I wouldn't have found a lightbringer spawn point, I probably would have gone right away. But we've got to deal with this. Okay, they're moving away from us, so that's great. There's one. There's two. Now they're coming to us. So, just one of them seems to be coming to us, so I'm going to keep camp here. I'm just going to switch research over to Tarian research. Okay, they came, and we're going to face them with our spirit. I'm going to resolve manual, see if we can do better. I doubt that we will. Okay. So we've got self-protection, and we've got... So, we can deal 12 damage with this rat. So I'm going to put this rat out. And then we're going to just deal more and more damage with him. Okay, who's got plenty of armor? I want you in front. That or I want rat spawns in front. So I think we'll save these 2 spots for rat spawns. So we need to save 2 movement for rat spawns. We'll get you out. And I'm not very good here. 9 damage is pretty reasonable. Ah, here we go. And we'll get 15 damage out. Oh, only front line though. So we're going to take less damage for more protection. Somebody in the front line to soak up some damage. They have similar hit points, so we'll take more damage. Put you right there, so they'll have to attack the rats first rather than you guys. These are the speed up ones, so they keep speeding each other up by playing each other. I get 1 more action, and then I have to play those rats. So that's a combat ability. Can slow them down a bit, but not much, only by 1. I never upgraded that ability on myself. I think... Oh, that's just an ability that happens on them? That's cool. Lowers combat attributes. Deal. Yeah, down to 19. That's awesome. I need to remember that. I thought it was something I had to play and then attack them with. Alright, now we're going to summon the rat friends. Oh, that dealt him damage to do that? I've never noticed that. Oh, because we never have it out of our hand. Okay. These rats are going to nibble on him, take down some shields. That's all well and good. Now we have 1 rat down. Big punch on them. Another rat down. Just soaking up damage. Good punch on them. A rat survives, which is awesome. And I'd rather not have attacked him, let alone twice. Oh, perfectly placed, but it is gone now, so that's cool. Now we get to have a good punch on them, but we take no damage because of shielding. Awesome. We're going to get attacked again, though, which is going to hurt. Good punch on them. Our rat is gone, so hopefully our rat does not flee the party for lack of faith, because we do win this combat because of the double attack. So take that stuff and leave. Oh, they didn't leave immediately, so that's fantastic. We do need to do a ritual, though, so let's go into gathering. Just kick everybody out. We need to figure out who's going to do a ritual. So, I'm not going to change up the research situation. I know they're both pretty good at rituals, but I don't want to do that. I want that research done. Okay, we have plenty of meat. We have lots of berries. I'd rather do berries, I think. No, because we need the berries to cook the meat, so we might as well just do the meat. Okay, so you can do this ritual all by yourself. There's enough to do the ritual twice. So we need just about 50 more. So I guess we'll put you on that. So we'll do 2 rituals, we can go back to gathering. Okay, that's 2 turns for that. 1 turn for that. 2 turns for that. You can pick up the slack on that wood. And the other lightbringer did not head this way, so that's great. Okay, so let's check out our faith situation. The rat still needs more faith, but the rat is not dying, so that's amazing. So we're not going to do any more rituals. They've ended that ritual. We're going to go back to gathering. We're going to kick everybody out and redo the gathering, because some of these gatherers are much better than what we applied. Okay, so I want you on Dryadwood. And you need, let's see, 186. You need 170, so that's her. Actually, we don't need her, because we've got this built up now. Let's revalue it again next time. I think we'll put the better one with him on the dried wood. Oops. Too many clicks. You have pretty good craft. I'll just let you make some food. Which would be this. There you go. Let the rat make our food. It's fine. It's a pretty hardy fight. I guess we'll resolve it manually. Very wide battlefield. I haven't figured out what makes the battlefields wider or smaller yet. We do get to act first, so put down a nice fast tank right there. Oh, it's like an armored bear. What is your name, fella? A very fast armored bear. Goodness gracious. Alright, I want my fastest ability for 21 damage. And then we'll play Babalugu down. Right here. Okay, more standard looking bear there. Anybody have a lullaby? We have spider. Here. We can boost somebody, but boosting one person versus slowing other people. I'd rather slow other people. Make undead rats. Can hurry up. Okay. Alright, well. Can you go down in the back row? Nope, only front row. I really don't want to do that to you. Alright, let's summon a spider in the back row. And then I guess we'll inspire you to get you in front of that bear. Buff your damage a bit. So now we can deal 47 damage to this bear, which won't quite kill it. I think a second copy of myself is in order. Oh, that was the end? I thought I got to play one more card. It's too bad. I wanted to play one more card fairly badly, but they're squashing that spider, so that's fine. Ooh, they're squashing him now, which is not fine. So he's gonna get attacked one more time, and he's done. He's out of hit points. So we've got to really hope that our healer is on point and keeps him alive. He didn't die right away, so that's good. Nope, he died right away. That's terrible. We just keep losing fighters. Alright, let's give you wisdom. You can have mysticism. Alright, so we're leaving when we have finished the bloody tooth vibrates in our pocket, and you know the invitation for the game is active. Wait for the Dola to appear and change us into a demon. So, ready to face the rascals? Please teach them a lesson. Here's the enchantment. Here, the enchantment will work for some time, but try not to stay too long. You don't fear differently, but she swears that you will be seen as demons. You enter the back room of an ordinary human tavern, but within you find an unusual crowd. A hocklick, a pine cone, a shack, a tooth fairy all sit around a table, hunched over bowls filled with water. There are dice on the table and an odd scoreboard behind. The tooth fairy beckons to you. Don't know ya, but you got the tooth, so come in, grab a chair and a bowl, and we'll deal you in. Alright, sit down. You sit down and are encouraged to roll your dice, which are made of bone. As they fall, an image of a human male appears on the surface. The tooth fairy claps his hands. Good, good. A contestant is drawn. Now, when it's your turn, you roll the dice and see what mischief befalls them. All your demon tricks are allowed, of course. Not as if we know exactly what he means. The more curves and other permitted profanities your man yells, the more points you get. Simple, really. Scheming, backstabbing, and trickery are encouraged. Your seat didn't become vacant by chance. Ha ha ha. The others nod. Some with enthusiasm, some a bit stressed. The Hucklick seems especially worn out. The shack sitting on your left tilts his bowl to show you it quietly. Look in. The bowl shows one of you, luckily not sitting in here. Some demon trick, likely from Leovold, shows you camping in a forest, and Leovold sneaking up to plant poison ivy in your shoes. So we can attack the bunch and be done with it, say we're ready, or we can speak to the shack. Yeah, Leovold had a thing going with the Hucklick, but the winged scoundrel cheated, and now Leo is stuck as a pawn in the game. Listen, if you play and win, I will help, and we can free Leo. Ask what the stakes are. Oh, that, well, different things, but mostly the exemption from future games for 3 years, at least for me, but also items and such. If you fail, you may lose things, or spirit, or blood, if that stupid fairy wins. Ask if he intends to help in that case. Yes, I will help, but you have to let me win. Let me take some of your spirit. I become stronger. I win. I can free Leo, and can name you as exempt from the games too. You just have to trust me. Let's decline and play the games ourselves. So as a reminder, the more curves and other permitted profanities your man yells, the more points you get. Simple, really. Roll your dice, figure out the best way to annoy your mortal, and have fun. So we can use our people skills here to read others, bluff, and call their bluffs too. We can use magic to influence the game and make it seem like you're winning. We can attack the bunch and be done with it. We can play fair and think of ways to make that mortal swear. Or listen to that offer again. So let's use this top one here. We should be able to auto do that. And perfect outcome. You watch and learn and bluff your way to victory. The other demons are miffed, but admit your dominance. The Tooth Fairy looks angry, but asks, so a newbie wins, beginner's luck to be sure. Here, a reward. You can name a dozen mortals and demons exempt from the games for 3 years, as per the rules. A permanent 1.2 intelligence boost, along with mental blessings. So we'll name our people and Leovold. Alrighty, deal sealed. See you around, preferably not at the table. I ain't playing with you no more. We've got an amber scroll, which gives energy blur. I don't know what that is, but it says it's only 1 damage, and a pretty strong lullaby. Just as we leave, a friendly shack, perhaps some cousin of Leovold, joins us. That's awesome. It's a gatherer. Oh, it increases gathering, so it's a pet. So not a card, but a pet. That's cool. Right. We've finished our Terran research. We got to level up. So we can buff the hurry up, or we can buff the brute force. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 versus the 1.2. So 0.3 buff to that. Probably up the brute force. All right. Let's evaluate our situation here. We lost another fighter, which is terrible. I would like to have like 4 fighters based on what we're encountering. But we're going to try to break up that lightbringer camp. Ugh. It seems we're over encumbered. Oh, shoot. Where's our weight limit? Where's the party weight limit? Yeah, we're over by thousands of kilos. So we're gonna have to get rid of some things. But that's okay, we have a lot of things and we're not using a lot of them. We should be trading things off more often, I suppose. So this iron sword at 1.2, let's go ahead and recycle that. We have better stuff. This one's 1.1. It shows what we're getting down here. 1.2. One of these has got to be better. Yep. So let's get rid of that wooden spear. 1.2 is worse than 1.3. It's a 1.0. Oh, so it just deals damage across evenly. Keep hold of that. It doesn't really weigh that much. We'll keep our tools. These are all fairly low weight, except this iron one. We would like to have one thing that our warrior can use, I suppose. 7 shielding in any situation, or 9.8 shielding in physical combats. 86s and 81s. So we'll get rid of this one. Got some dark wood back. 1.5 versus 1.3. Wisdom and destiny. Come on. Okay, it's not showing the wisdom, but we'll get rid of this one, which is worse. This was an amazing axe. I definitely want to keep that. We haven't been using this. It's 1.2 and 1.9 versus 1.3 and 0.9. So we'll recycle that. How are we looking on weight now? Okay, we're still quite overweight. A large portion of that is just all the materials we're carrying. Whoa. All the materials we're carrying are just adding up. So we've got 3 bows of different sorts. We've got 1.2, 1.4, and 1.3. So let's recycle this crossbow. Now, just might have to trash some things. Not that button though. Okay, so yeah, these all have weight values. So we probably aren't using any of this leather ever. So do we just click that and click recycle? Nope, not like that. How do we get rid of things in this situation? So I guess we can just transfer things to Expedition 2. Transfer all of that. What else are we just never going to use? Most of this iron, we can upgrade it into silver, so I mean there's potential to use iron. The topaz we can, in ambers, we can use in rituals and crafting. Monster bone, regular bone's pretty useless. Quite a bit of blood bone. All the food we want to keep. I want to keep all that wood. I don't need 4 clay. Let's get rid of like half of this. We'll get rid of like 120. Okay, we're now barely underweight. Okay, perfect. So now we have a little bit of movement. Okay, multiple lightbringers coming in. We have spirit, so I'm just gonna accept that outcome. We took hardly any damage, so that's good. An increased crafting and an earth core. The ancient secret of obtaining the earth core belongs to the dwarves. Some still resent its use outside of dwarven forges. This composite fits into gem and wood material categories at a high essence. So this is like a level 4 mat. That's cool. Okay. So we can fight these two in different ways. Our ability to fight with force just went down, but I think it's still better. She took 3 damage. Okay, perfect. Ooh, Light 6 Spider Queen. So we got some research material, so that's cool. Got some level ups. Alright. It's our turn again. We're gonna head to this Lightbringer encampment. Try to stop the spawning of these people. You come to the settlement claimed by the light. Its folk roam the streets in unison, working, crafting, plowing the fields, all in silence, all together. When they spot you, they approach. You have come to join us? No, tell them you've come to talk and perhaps establish friendship. Either one of us, or you are not. Come. Whoa! Wow. They have 1 population. I thought that would be a walk in the park. Okay, let's get the heck out of there. That was not cool. And look at that, it just spawned another Lightbringer unit. This is scary, guys. Very scary. So that is that cult that we met. We're gonna zip over here and get away from this whole situation. Oh, right into a level 4 physical fight. Neat. Yep, they're gonna fight us. Okay, quite a few people took damage, but nothing that's like going to kill us. And we are overweight again. So let's head in here. Okay, so this increases gathering. We want one of our gatherers to have this. You can have that. And double dip on that gathering increase. 2.5. This has got to be better than somebody else's stuff. 1.9. Although it's probably... Okay. Crafting. Ooh. Leather jewelry. That goes in this jewelry slot, and that increases crafting. That's cool. Give that to... Oh yeah, Scorpion Core died too. This has been a bad episode for living. Keeping y'all alive. So we only have one crafter now, so I guess you get that. 137 versus 137, okay. Yeah. Oh, more level ups. That's cool. Oh, we went in there not to equip things. We went in there to dump some stuff, some weight. Nope, not everything, please. Thank you. Okay, we'll dump some sandstone. We are overweight by about 100 kilos. So let's dump 8 of it. That's 48 kilos. 168 kilos. Okay. Gets us underweight, so that's fine. Alright, so we come to the old oak tree, and you think it's where Rabisk hid his treasure. As you approach, the tree opens its eyes, looks at you, and asks, "Where is Rabisk?" Tell him the bandit is dead, but we followed his instructions. Instructions, you say, doubtful. Last trick, heh. The fool, shame, lonely times come again. Ask what he means. Cut me down, they say, and riches will be yours till your dying day. Whoa! Wow? Convince him that no such violence is needed because a Lishi has no need for things, surely. Oof. Resolve this manually just so we can see this. So the Lishis are a tree demon. I have no desire to try to kill a tree demon. Straight out. Okay, let's put you down. See what they do. 138. Goodness gracious. And at a 6. That's intense. So we'll get her in. Even slower than him. Wow. Myself in. We're definitely gonna have to lullaby this feller. There's one of his pine cones. Who has the good lullabies? Should have played the rat first, honestly. There we go. You've got a good lullaby. So you can lullaby him. We'll play her to protect. Okay, our turn again. They're saving up to do something. So she deals 28. We'll put another copy of her out. Our last action. I'm fairly vulnerable here. I don't have tons and tons of hit points either, so I'm a little worried about this. They didn't play their second Pine Connect, so that's good to know. Got it down below 100, but I think I'm going to be taken out. That's just scary. Oh, lots of damage there. Okay. Hopefully they don't attack me. Hopefully they attack her. Nope, they attack me. That's not good. So it's unfortunate that I got lost, because I would have dealt another 20-some damage to it and this would have been a killing blow. Now she's taken out too, and we're gonna have to rest for a while to keep people going. So we should have taken the auto. I don't think the auto would have been this terrible for us. Oh yeah, and we still have to fight one pinecone. So we'll just get her down in here. And we'll stop, because whatever they do, her one attack is faster than the pinecone, and... oh no! They used some ability to slow us. Weakness. And now it's gonna take 2 hits. Can we undo what we did? I'm such a foolish, foolish person. Well, the pinecone can't get through our shielding, so I guess it's fine. But there's hubris for you. Should have played more stuff. Okay, so have it all. He spits out a chest. That was really not worth anything, but we got Forest Demon assistance. I can get more gathering versus... is this the one I actually use? Because that might be worth it. But it's only a 0.1 increase. I'd rather have more gathering. She can become a craftsman or have brute force. Alright, and we're just barely not overweight. Oh great, those guys are handy. Gotta love that. So it looks like things we drop on the ground, we can get back at a later time, so that's cool. We're gonna make a camp. We're gonna cook tons of food. Cook both of those. You're not a very good gatherer. You are. You're a great gatherer. You're not a very good gatherer. We want just a little bit more assistance on that, so you can go there. Alright, that looks fine. Then we can do some ancient wood conversion. That'll reduce our weight by a bit. Put you on that, along with you. Oh, not quite enough. But you guys are all amazing gatherers, so I guess that's what we'll do. We're gonna have to stay for a turn or two to recover my sanity. We also need a variety of foods to recover my sanity, so... is there other foods we could create? No, we don't have a variety of... oh, we need to look at other things. Okay, we have mushrooms, but it's basically the same, so no, this is all we can do. Right, into gathering, we need more fruit pretty badly. More dried wood would be well appreciated. So I need 250, so you're actually better off somewhere else. These two should be gathering that. You'll be able to gather 2 sets of that by yourself. I can get that. Alright, that's what we're going to do for turn 2. We'll see if we can defend this with any realistic ability. Okay, it's not interested in us, which is great. Alright, we are underweight now, so that's great. And diverse food choices. Ooh, another child, that's awesome. Oh, they're back. Face them with our spirit. I'll just take that auto outcome because it seems to go better than when I do it myself. Alright, let's evaluate things here. My sanity is still going up, so is yours. Alright, we'll stay for another turn or two. Oh, we had a level up that I didn't pay attention to. Okay, perception for Babalugu. His perception is actually higher than his strength at this point, which is crazy for a warrior. Okay, I think we should break camp here. Okay, people's spirits are still down. We might have to do rituals to recover that. Or their faith is still down. Maybe morale lets them recover it. Yeah, we do regenerate health each time, but not everybody has the same morale bonus, which is strange. Like, morale is based on food availability, and why would somebody have no morale and other people have morale? It's pretty strange. Anyhow, I think we're gonna break camp here. We're also gonna end the video here. This was a really long one. I wanted to get that lightbringer thing taken care of, and then it turned into something crazy, and then I just forgot to end the video. So thanks for sticking with me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Scorpion Core, feel free to ask for a new character, maybe with a different name. But if you want the same name, that's fine too. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.